everyone, I'm Melissa from Safeguru. Today I'm joined by Luís from ToWorkFor. Thanks so much for joining us today, Luís.
Hello, Melissa. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Well, if you're ready, let's start with the questions.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so can you tell us about yourself and your professional career?
Yeah, of course. My name is Luís, like Melissa said. I'm a market manager at ToWorkFor. I'm responsible for some clients around Europe. I have a special focus in some markets like France, UK, and Ireland. Before ToWorkFor, I work here in ToWorkFor. I would say it made a year this month. My professional career before, I worked in automotive industry, always related with the sales department. I have in the past also a footwear brand, fashion footwear brand. So I have like a past that is connected with shoes, and I believe it's why I'm here right now in ToWorkFor.
Oh, that's great. And can you tell us what is ToWorkFor, and can you tell us about the company's impact on safety in the workplace?
So, ToWorkFor is a safety footwear company that was founded in 2005 by Albano Fernandes and Domingos Almeida, that are our administrators right now. The company is part of a group that is called AMF Safety Shoes, that was founded in 1995 by Albano Fernandes. So we have like a lot of expertise in here about safety footwear. We are a factory that only produces safety shoes. So since the beginning, it was our focus. And then in 2005, they decided to create their own brand called ToWorkFor. That is a brand that has an approach to the market, a different approach, since the safety footwear market in general was, I would say, quite boring in general in terms of image and the branding and everything. And they tried to put a bit of salt in this market, and they created ToWorkFor, that is a brand that is very known for their style, and they are very fashionable. So it's a different approach to the market, and ToWorkFor, it's just this.
I think that's an interesting approach. And can you tell us, considering that your products are dedicated to health and safety in the workplace, what are your values as a company?
Yeah, so I believe the values of the company are, of course, related to safety, but as well a lot related with people and well-being in general. Since I work here, I felt that the company is it's very focused on how the people feel working in here. How our customers feel when they wear our products. So in general, it's a very focused on the people and how they feel.
Okay, that's great. And how has COVID affected the company?
So last year, I believe, like all the other companies in the world and all the other safety footwear or safety companies in general, we felt when the world stopped. So in March last year, everything was closed in, I would say, almost all around the world, and our main customers were from countries that stopped, like I would say Germany, France, and UK and Portugal. And when that happened, we felt the impact, but the approach here was, from the beginning of that situation, was really good. So I believe we had a meeting in this room with everyone from sales department, from marketing department, from development department, to try to find a solution how to survive this situation, because we didn't knew if the situation would last for 1 month or 3 months or 1 year, and we tried to have like a different approach. What can we do? What products can we create? And with that, we started to have some ideas, and we decided let's focus on two things. One of them was masks, social masks, and the other one was clogs, medical clogs, and all that stuff. And we started to develop because the people here inside, they didn't have like the know-how how to do masks. They were very used to make shoes, but never to do masks. And all the production team worked like really well on that. They tried to create like with the people that they tried to create like a production line of masks. We started to have some demand from our clients, and we find that the channels that we have, the distribution channels that we had, like they were the same for safety shoes, for masks, for medical clogs, and we started to take those opportunities, and we started to develop on top of this. And since last year, we sold almost 1 million masks, social masks. We gave some thousands of clogs, medical clogs, to the Portuguese hospitals and to all the, I would say, daycare places that we have around here. So it was very positive. This situation for us helped us to understand that we can do more than safety shoes, and we can always be prepared for situations like this.
Well, that's really impressive, and it's great that you were able to turn something negative and to make it into a positive. So that's really great.
Yeah, thank you.
And all companies have internal or external staff that are dedicated to health and safety in the workplace. How do you think health and safety is perceived by employees?
Yeah, in here we have a team that tries to ensure that everyone uses the PPEs, that everyone feels good and healthy. But I believe in general the PPEs were something that all the employees, at least in here in South of Europe, the perspective is a bit like this. The people normally they look at the PPEs and they say they are boring, they don't like them, they are not comfortable, or they are not they don't like to use them. What I believe that is really important to improve this, it's the brands need to start to listen more to the customer and try to understand why they don't like to use PPEs. Why this happens, and I believe we are one of the first brands to do that. It's why we have shoes that you can use if you go to the supermarket. For example, if you leave your job and you go to the supermarket, you can use our shoes and you will feel like you are using normal shoes, because normally I believe PPEs, people don't like to use PPEs because of this. When they leave their work, they think they need to leave the PPEs in there. They can go to the supermarket. They not feel well with in general with PPEs, and I believe this is one of the main reasons. Of course, it's something that you can also share, and you can give some talks to the persons and try to make them understand that PPEs are important. And I believe in general is a situation that everyone starts to understand. But it's different from country to country, the perception of the usage of the PPEs. But I believe the brands have the main job here to put everyone using and everyone safe with PPEs.
Yeah, I agree. And you've mentioned this a little bit already, but how do you collect the feedback from the final users of your products in order to improve them? Because after all, they're the ones that are really using your products.
Yeah, so we have two different ways of collecting, I would say, data usage from we have our team inside that tests our products, and then we have some customers that we pass the products for them to test the products as well. So it will, of course, depend on type of the product. For example, if we are doing some safety sneaker, we can put our production team. We have 130 or 140 guys in here working every day, and we can put the shoes on them, and they use the shoes for I would say 3-4 weeks, 1 month, or something like that. And they give us their feedback because they are the type of people that uses the shoe. But then we have also people outside, like our customers, that they pass to their customers also our shoes, and they try to have feedback from that and passes the feedback. So our development department works always with this strategy.
Okay. Can I ask you, what advice would you give to companies or managers to help them encourage their staff to wear PPE and to use it correctly?
Yeah, but like I said before, I believe that the brands need to make PPEs look more like something that is cool to wear. That is something really important, that the brands start to communicate, the safety brands start to communicate in a way that feel that the customer is like, as a customer, I will feel like I would like to wear those shoes, or I would like to wear that jacket or those pants or something like that. I know they will protect me, but I will feel well on those equipments. So it's really important that. Also, it is important, of course, for the companies to start to choose things with quality, things that are really comfortable, and because sometimes this happens because the companies try to cut down the costs on this type of materials. And it is important that they look at the product as like a product of quality, and the employees will like to use.
So taking into account that you sell your products in multiple countries, are there any differences between those markets?
Yes, definitely. It's something great about my job, and I believe in general the international sales people. It's that you need to have different approaches because, I told you, I work with some clients around Europe, and even inside Europe, I believe we are similar in general, but in the end, we are not. So, like a person from France is very different from a person from Portugal. Their perspective looking to the safety footwear or the PPE market is very different. Even in terms of buying capacity, for example, we have countries in Europe with very different buying capacities. So it's something that we need to have in mind. But then in terms of culture, we in here we work with more than 65 countries. So we have countries as Turkey, Israel, Portugal, Spain, France, and we need to adapt every day to this. But in the end, the goal is always to protect the people and to protect the workers. But to reach this, we need, of course, to have different approaches depending on the markets. But it's something positive, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. And what do you see as the future trends for safety footwear? I understand you have an Infinity collection, which is designed using an innovative 3D bonding technology. Can you tell us more about that and its impact?
Yeah, of course. The future trends for safety footwear, the thing in general is you have production, I would say, all around the world, but the production in Europe is a bit different from the production for example, in the Asian markets. And I believe that in here, and we at AMF and ToWorkFor, we believe that we need to find solutions that will help Europe to continue to develop and to be more innovative. And I believe we have the intelligence and we have the people in Europe to develop cool things and new technologies and new ways to approach the market. And it's something we are always trying to understand what technologies and new technology we can use and everything. And this technology, the 3D bonding, it's something that we are partners. It's a technology that was developed in Spain by a Spanish company, and that we bought the rights to operate with this technology. And we are developing an infinity collection that is made with this technology, basically. And I would say to be easily understand. The difference is with this technology, you have a machine that injects all the structure of the shoe. So you don't need to do any sewing, or you don't need to have all the processes that you have normally when you are building a normal shoe. So you pass a lot of processes, and with this you can reduce, of course, costs. And you can be more technology, and that is really cool. So basically, this machine what does is injects the sole and injects all the structure of the shoe and glues, I would say, all the parts together, and you have a shoe completely made with just one machine and with the help of a person. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool. And what about ToWorkFor? What's in store for ToWorkFor's future?
So, like I told you before, last year was a year that was our best year in history, and it was something for us. In the beginning of the year, we felt that it will not be our best year, but in the end it was, and we found during the difficulties that we have and these projects that we started, the mess and everything, we found that we have the distribution channels to have another product and another product categories, and that was really important for us. And we started to think, okay, let's look at this in another way. And let's start to understand what can we do next. So the masks project, of course, it will continue during the next months or years. We don't know if people need masks, we will continue to sell them. But the two main projects that we are now starting to develop, and I believe during this year we will have some novelties about it, is one is workwear, so we will focus also in workwear, and the other one is the medical clogs, like I told you, and the injected clogs. That is something that is really important for us also. I believe we have all the things in here to produce this. We have an injection machine in here, and we will try to use it to do this project. We have the clients. Our clients are motivated to push these new projects. Safeguru is one of the clients that we have, that is almost every day talking with me to know more how the things are, in which stage the project is. And I believe until the end of the year, these projects will be released. And the future, these are for the new future, to the bigger picture. We believe that, of course, we will start to develop we will continue to develop our safety shoes, and we will develop our brand until we reach the level that we know that we can do.
Well, that is excellent. At Safeguru, we're very happy to be working with a great brand like ToWorkFor, and we're really excited to see what the future holds for the brands. I think we've had a really great conversation here today. We've covered some interesting points, and it's been really interesting to learn more about ToWorkFor. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Luís?
Yeah, I would just like to say thank you to you and the Safeguru team for this opportunity of sharing what happens in here. I would say if everyone wants to know more about ToWorkFor, they can follow us on our social media. We are in all social media platforms. We are posting every day things about the company, things that happen inside, about our products, everything. And let's continue our partnership with Safeguru and try to develop more and more for you and for us. It's really important. And thank you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.